the challenger. Once again, an outstanding professional record, undefeated for the last 5 years since his only loss, an Olympic gold medal champion. 34 victories, 24 wins by knockout. Former WBA heavyweight world champion, stepping onto the scales at this time, Alexander Sasha Povetkin. Stone, 12 pounds for the challenger, Sasha Povetkin. And now stepping onto the scales, 2012 Olympic gold medal champion, undefeated as a professional. He is the undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, AJ Anthony Joshua.
I'm gonna fight them all. I said the nation army couldn't hold me back. They're gonna rip it off, taking their time right behind my back.
17 stone, 8 pounds, 5 ounces for the defending heavyweight champion of the world, AJ Anthony Joshua. It's all tomorrow night. Broadcast live on Sky Sports Box Office and DAZN USA. 12 rounds of boxing for the heavyweight championship of the world, sanctioned by the WBA, WBO, IBF, and IBO, and the British Boxing Board of Control. Tomorrow night at Wembley Stadium, London, England, Sasha versus AJ.
Every single one's got a story to tell. Everyone knows about it. From the Queen of England to the hounds of hell. And if I catch it,
It all goes down tomorrow night. Once again, a round of applause for challenger and champion Alexander Povetkin, Anthony Joshua. One of the most admired and revered titles in the world is heavyweight champion of the world. Once a person has that title, they have it for life. For the rest of their life, they're always referred to as the champ. Another great title in the world of sports is Olympic gold medal champion. Now, in the heavyweight division, Olympic gold medal champions faced each other, and it's become a tradition of great fights. We all know that just about a year ago, one of the best heavyweight titles in memory was when Klitschko, former heavyweight champion, fought AJ Joshua, Olympic heavyweight champion, and it was a great fight. But it's a tradition that goes back to about 60 years now. In 1952, a little middleweight by the name of Patterson captured Olympic gold and then became champion. And in 1956, an American by the name of Pete Rademacher won the Olympic gold medal and boasted that he could win the heavyweight title in his very first pro fight. And they actually made that match. Rademacher got knocked out in the 6th round in 1957. But since then, Olympic gold medal champions have faced off against each other for the professional title. Those great fights with Muhammad Ali and Smoking Joe Frazier. Ali and George Foreman and Frazier. Olympic heavyweight champion Lennox Lewis. Never fought a fellow gold medal, but he had so many great title fights and actually defeated every man he ever faced in the ring, courtesy of a couple of rematches. So then we came up to Klitschko facing AJ. Now, again, in the very same stadium, Wembley Stadium, 90,000 fans, about 55 hours from now, will be treated to another Olympic gold medal champion versus Olympic gold medal champion for the greatest title in sports, the heavyweight champion of the world. Here to tell you more about it is the head man from Matchroom Boxing, Mr. Eddie Hearn.
Thank you, Michael. That was but to be honest, I think I'm just going to go home. I don't think you even need me here after that. Fantastic to have you here as always, and an absolute honour to be back at the National Stadium, Wembley Stadium, for another huge night of boxing live on Sky Sports box office in the UK and across America with our partners DAZN. 4 World Championship belts on the line, 80,000 people out there singing and dancing, trying to see if Anthony Joshua can continue to reign supreme as the next star in the sport. I know we're live on Sky Sports News now, so I'm going to go to Adam Smith for a couple of questions to the fighters.
It was wonderful history, wasn't it, from Michael Buffer? The World Heavyweight title, such an incredible prize, so many greats down the years. Anthony Joshua, current owner of those 4 belts in front of you, back at Wembley Stadium after that incredible fight with Vladimir Klitschko. That surely the hardest test to date then. Is Alexander Povetkin the second hardest in your career so far?
Yeah, definitely. Klitschko, good challenger. We came, had a lot of respect for each other, got a good fight together, and we performed. And the sport of boxing won that night because we put on a good show. We've been away for a while, we're back now with Alexander Povetkin, and I'm expecting the same type of fight because skills apart, technique apart, I think we've both got a big heart and we can dig deep. So that always turns up for a good fight. We both showed that against Klitschko. We both dug deep, stayed in there, and we're going to do the same again Saturday night. Put our skills on the line, and I think the one who's toughest will come out victorious.
Both with heart, but as Michael was saying, Olympic gold medalists, both with the skills set. What dangers in that department does Alexander possess?
Like when I look at his weight, you know, he's one of the lighter heavyweights, but that ultimately means that he's got a lot of speed. So he's a quick fighter, but that's good because I still train amongst the amateur guys, and I spar with them still, so I'm up against guys that are just as quick as him. And I sparred cruiserweights, I sparred Lawrence Okoli, who's very fast and sharp. So his strengths, I've worked along people who have the same type of strengths as well. And it is difficult, but a good fighter will always find a way.
He's ranked number 3 in the Ring magazine, swirling around the name of Deontay Wilder, of course, and Tyson Fury. But how seriously have you taken this training camp and this preparation ahead of Saturday night?
You know, man, I'm not one to kind of talk about too much fights and so on and so forth, but there was a lot of talk around the heavyweight division, which springs up all sorts of names. But ultimately, as we know, Povetkin is one of my toughest challengers to date, so that's where my focus has been throughout the last how many months I've been training for the fight.
And you've announced a 2-fight deal at Wembley Stadium. What is it about this iconic venue under the arch that will make you perform again in front of the 85,000 who turn up on Saturday?
I just love to fight, you know. I love fight week. I can finally like kind of taper down a bit, get my strength back.
Alexander, let's bring you in. You've had a huge camp in Russia. I've been there. We know how much you want to become world heavyweight champion again. Are you in the best physical shape of your life?
Я считаю, что я, во-первых, здравствуйте все. В данный момент нахожусь, я считаю, что в отличной форме. Мы прошли хороший сбор, силы, выносливость. И я очень рад, что это бой с лучшим боксером мира. Анthony Joshua. Будет интересный и красивый бой, я уверен. Но главное, самый честный.
Well, first of all, hello to everyone. I think I'm in a very good shape right now. We had a very concentrated training on strength and endurance. Anthony Joshua is one of the strongest in the division, and I'm very excited to be fighting him. And I think we're going to show the fans a very good fight on a Saturday.
You say one of the strongest. What have you seen in Anthony Joshua so far, and how do you exploit those on Saturday?
Можно говорить что угодно, и бой все покажет. Я не хочу что-то вперед говорить, слабый, сильный. Я знаю, что это боксер очень сильный, очень всегда готовится к своим боям. Я считаю, что в отличной форме к этому бою. Так что день боя все покажет.
Well, I've been saying a lot, and there's nothing else to add to say that the fight will show everything that we've got. And he's a very strong fighter, but I am just as strong and I'm in good shape. Like I said, Saturday fight night will show everything.
I asked Anthony whether you were the second most dangerous fighter he's ever fought after Klitschko. Do you believe you're the most dangerous at this stage for him?
Я спросил у Антони Джошуа, ты, возможно, второй по силе боксер, с которым он бился после Кличко. Но, может быть, ты считаешь, что это самый сильный, который был в его карьере? Самый сильный соперник?
Если честно, я об этом вообще не думал. Я могу сказать только одно, когда я бился с Кличко, в то время я был порядком слабее, чем я сейчас.
To be honest, I did not think about that at all. But one thing I can say that when I fought Klitschko, I was much weaker and much worse shape than I am now.
So finally, how much would it mean to you to take these world heavyweight title belts back to Russia on Sunday? And what do you think happens?
Ну и последний вопрос. Вот что для тебя будет означать увезти эти пояса с собой обратно домой в Россию? И что же произойдет на самом деле в сам вечер боя?
Мне бы очень хотелось увезти эти пояса. Вы знаете, а что произойдет? Ну, в день боя будет видно. Я заранее никогда ничего не говорю.
I would really want to take this belt back, but what about what's going to happen on Saturday night? Well, I never try to say anything ahead of time, so you will see everything on Saturday fight night.
Thanks very much, Alex.
Coming soon to main event.
So, if you're giving rounds to defend, what exactly are you giving them rounds for?
And he's gone. And I don't think he wants any part of this. He's holding his ear as if the ear's gone, but now, no.
Matthew Mackin look better with a microphone in his hand, in my opinion.
I originally picked Billy Joe Saunders to
2 rounds for Joshua, who takes his time, measures him up again, skeletons all over the place. Steve Gray says that's it. Matt Shelton sinks to his haunches. He was destroyed by that right hand. He's done it again. 7 out of 7 inside 2 rounds. Rich doing a nice job of making Joshua miss, and I'm smart from the Watford man. Oh, that's the one. Didn't miss that time. Took everything, didn't he? One big right hand and a punch as he was on the floor.
Nah, there's a difference in Irish's body language now. He's felt the full power, and that was bang on the Chelsea. Take that. He'll still be in there. Credit to him.
And it gets another one. The towels come in, and he got absolutely slaughtered with a left hand right on the decision of Steve Gray to jump in there. They'd seen enough in the corner. They said, I'm getting the towel in. And Steve Gray, I think, had seen enough as well. It was that first knockdown, that big right hand, that did all the damage. And Ian John Lewis might have a job to do, because Backtoff is so brave. He's standing up to this, but he is getting pounded, and Ian John Lewis did absolutely the right thing. Backtoff, oh, he's letting go on. Well, I thought he was stopping it.
He should be,
and he will, and he has. If you hadn't seen him before and you wondered what the fuss was about, that is what the fuss is about. Brock, as you say, Jim, past his best now. Right hand comes through, and he's wobbled, he's shaken by that, and Joshua straight on him, and Sprott's in big trouble here. Joshua just teeing off, and Terry O'Connor says that will do it right there. Stunning. That should have been a bit earlier, because Sprott was in big trouble.
Goodness me! And the referee, was he watching the fight or refereeing it? Goodness me, he should have stepped in a lot sooner than that. I mean, that shows you the power this man has. The punch that caused the damage was partially blocked, but it still had the power. Even when he's completely in top, you know, he keeps his shape, he keeps his hands up, gets his punches out, brings them back. And here we come now.
Gavin in trouble down.
Probably envisaged doing this job a lot more cleanly than he's been able to do. But you can't fault it. He's facing a very experienced.
We got 84 views, y'all. We got 84 views in this deal.
To beat George Groves, to complete my 4.
Graphics here from roundforroundboxing.com.